Well, hello, boys and girls and pickles and snowflakes and turtles. I'm so glad you are all here. Oh my. So, what's happening in your world? Well, I should feel better. I've had a couple of SmackDown videos, and I guess that always gets things off of my chest. So, I'll make this just kind of a regular video. What do you know about that? Well, welcome. It's summer on Cape Cod. I imagine it's summer where you guys are too. And so it is August, and this is, for a lot of us, the wind down, wind up time of summer. We've had a lot of different opportunities to have a lot of different foods. Gosh, I think summer is such a struggle. I just think it is just, I don't know how the culture has done this, but we've just gotten to this place where it all revolves around adult beverages and food. Concerts and plays and ball games and just all kinds of, not to mention social things like cookouts and weddings and parties and family reunions. It just seems it's all food and drink, food and drink, food and drink, and even more so than the winter. I know that I'm not a big fan of the holiday spread come, Thanksgiving to Super Bowl, is it? Um, but this time of year, gosh, oh golly, yeah. Sometimes I wonder how people aren't even larger because of all the opportunities. It's got to be tough, and I've never, and I'm almost 68. I've never seen a summer as humid as this one. It is incredible. Every day it's like 99%. Yeah, one of my clients came from Arizona to New England for a little vacation and business conference, and she said, the humidity, and it's like, I know. And this is not Louisiana, this is Cape Cod. So I keep doing my keto. I keep listening to the people that I listen to, and I keep learning what I'm learning. Whoops, hold on. This is my new pick up when I have time book, Keto, and it's by Craig and Maria Emmerich. And as I've said before, it is chock full of the goodies. Um, I do I do like a lot of it, but if you are interested in getting it, I would definitely want you to know that she's not a believer in caffeine and dairy. And I do know that those are the things that I like. I have, I'm going to call it in my chronometer, leftover stew. Um, it is 2377 burger. It is leftover Brussels sprouts, just like a quarter of a cup. It is cauliflower crumbles, cream cheese, butter, a little Rouse pizza sauce because the sugars are so low in it. That's what I'm using for like the red part, and it's not really that red. Um, and Emerald's organic beef stock. And I've got it in my Mathis Stewart crock, enameled crock pot in the oven. And I will cook that for a few hours, and it just flavors up Himalayan pink salt and pepper. And those flavors will marry and become delicious. And that's going to be, today is a Saturday, and that's going to be Monday night's choice of dinner with my big a bowl of lettuces. And so that works for me. And I've put the bones in my chronometer for the week. And tomorrow, tonight, I'm working the next 3 nights. So what I do is, this is the chronometer, the free version, or the 36 or 35.99 version. But this is the upgraded version. I really don't know the difference, to tell you the truth. So if you're thinking of weighing, measuring, and tracking, that definitely is a program that's going to give you so much information. I use it with my clients. It just kind of works, and that's how it rolls, as somebody said they noticed I say all the time. Um, and so, yeah, I put it in, and I've got the stew for Monday. I've got Taco Tuesday. I've got pork chop Wednesday, tenderloin steak Thursday, and omelet Friday, and keto pizza Saturday, and big green egg beef and veggies on Sunday. So I've got my week put into my chronometer, and that's how I roll. And I will fill in all the lettuces and things like that. And I was working with somebody this week, and I said, when you put your food in on a Friday on a night before you eat, it really takes a lot of the burden off of you. And I told her that the only thing that really changes is when I'm putting the lettuces in the bowl, and say I get to the spring mix, and I counted 50 grams when I put it in the chronometer, but when at the end of the little tubby that I have of the spring mix, there was only 32 grams of spring mix, so I put the 32 in. And then I can balance it out with the other lettuces that I have an abundance of in their tubbies. And I do like the green leafy lettuces. And then I have my 2 tablespoons of macadamia nut oil and 2 tablespoons of EVU. And the oils shuttle the nutrients to the body, to the bloodstream and digestion. And so don't have a dry salad, because you're not helping the nutrients get absorbed. And that's what you're aiming for. And for me, the dark leafies just provide so much. And then I always have my portion of meat. Usually I had a swordfish last week, a swordfish night or two. And that worked. And I do like my seafood, but I'm not like hankering for it. I guess I end up just a beef kind of gal. I like my steaks, and I like my tacos, and I like my cheeseburger stew and things like that. And I guess, that's just me. Maybe I'm on my way to being a carnivore, Mike and Jim. You never know. So that's what I'm up to. And I've cut back. I don't do the big bulletproof coffees that I used to do. My first coffee has 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream and 1 tablespoon of Kerrygold. And my next cup of coffee has 1 tablespoon of ghee, Organic Valley ghee, and 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. And those things carry me. And yes, some people say it could be breaking my fast during my, not eating for 23 hours. But I still do it. It carries me. I'm 67. I think I need the fats, for those 23 hours just to kind of like keep the pump primed. So that's how I roll. And what else am I doing keto? Well, I stick to it. I weigh myself 1 time a week, and then I wait until the next Thursday morning to weigh myself. I've put on 3 pounds this summer due to, I believe, humidity, because nothing, absolutely nothing has changed in my food plan. And so because it's been, at 99% humid every single day, I just think this is the bloat water weight that I carry. I don't drink a ton of water, but I do drink a lot of water. And I usually have my Celtic salt crystals on my tongue before I have my swig of either the mineral water, which is San Pellegrino, or my triple filtered at home water that has lemon and Himalayan salt in it. And so that's how I stay hydrated. The only other beverage that I have is the coffee. Every now and then I have teas, but it's really an every now and then. And I always keep the option open in the afternoon to have some sort of turmeric drink, either with chicken broth or with milk, golden latte type of thing, with those heavy spices of turmeric, cayenne pepper, lots of cracked black pepper, things like that. And it's a little bit of ghee, half a tablespoon, and it definitely is a pick me up and take me there kind of beverage. I weigh and measure. Yes, I'm the strict, disciplined one. I'm the consistent one. And so that's how you find me. Some people, some people could say, Your videos are the same thing every single day. Yes, that's right. Why? Because you could be watching this for the first time and going, oh, this is interesting. Oh, or you could be watching this for the 100th time, or my videos, watching 100 of them, and thinking, I'm slipping and sliding. And she keeps saying the same thing every day. Maybe it's time I listen and just try it out. Who knows? I do like to weigh and measure. I weigh I'll put my NutriBullet, you know, plasticky thing, the container, on the scale, and I weigh my heavy whipping cream, and I weigh my ghee or my Kerrygold into it. I add a tablespoon and a half of diatomaceous earth into that as well, pink Himalayan salt, and I give it a skosh of usually cashew milk, but sometimes it's almond cashew if I bought the blend, and it just all works. And so I whip that up. I've got the froth. I spoon the froth and just go to heaven with that. And then sometimes I do a second whip of the NutriBullet and get a second layer of the froth. And this is all before I have my little mini cup of the coffee. I'm in love with VitaCup, the Genius Blend. It's expensive, but they seem to have lots of different sales, so you can get it. And it is infused with tons of B vitamins and antioxidants and MCT powder. I feel it in my body. I'm getting that nice B vitamin surge early in the morning. And so I have that, and I'm very, very happy. And what else? Well, I do one-on-one coaching, either by way of phone or by way of 30 days of emailing and chronometer. So I'll have you into my Gmail account. I'll have your chronometer. It's that second set of eyes that views what you're having. I help you just get a little bit tighter with how you choose to do your foods. Most of my clients are older women, and we've become frustrated with what's not going on for us. I deal with behaviors as much as I deal with what foods you're having. So it's like tightening up your window of eating if you have 2 meals a day, or maybe encouraging you to go to 1 meal a day, or maybe you go to 1 meal a day and it doesn't work, so then you go to 2 meals a day. So I just kind of help you, pull together your day of choices, of brands, of executing it. I have people put their foods in the night before. It takes a lot of the burden off of them. They can get up the next day and tweak it before they begin to eat. We all do our own thing, but I try to have everybody start off on the page that I suggest, and then through the 30 days, then they just do different things at times, or they come back. One's done, I don't know, she did a whole bunch of days of fasting. Other people learn to do intermittent fasting. Other people give up their fatty coffees during their fasting. Other people have a second fatty coffee instead of 2 meals a day, like I do. I do 1 meal a day with the 2 fatty coffees. That's what I meant for that to be. So it just all works. We figure out what we're doing. We keep it tight. I teach people that when they weigh things, or you just listening today, doing it on your own, when you weigh things, weigh your veggies in grams. It's important. It just keeps you from being loose, not like 2 handfuls of spinach. That's not as telling as 45 grams of spinach in your salad or in a shake if you do shakes. So I don't do shakes. I guess I was a little unclear in another video, but I don't do shakes. I don't do energy, power, whatever you want to call them, bars. I call them candy bars with wigs. My philosophy is what you put in your mouth has some nutrition. It has nutrition. Even the butter has K2, which is a place where we can get our K2. And so I do things like that. Yeah, I don't do, things with food that are for pleasure as opposed to a fuel. but I still have the richest, fattiest, savoriest foods one can imagine. I'm happy with how I do it. If you're happy with how you do yours, that is excellent. But I try to put anything in my mouth that has a nutritive value. I'm aiming to stay in maintenance and keep my health where it is. I'm at that age when things become chronic, and I don't want anything chronic, thank you very much, except I'm a chronic ketoer. That works for me. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you need the help, it's ketocoachingsarah.com, ketocoachingsarah.com, and you see different packages there. And I'm available. I love this program. I'm not swaying. I'm consistent. I'm strict. I'm disciplined. I'm boring, but it works. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.